5. I'm a strong, independent woman. What she's really saying: I don't understand how relationships work. I'm operating from a defensive posture, and I've confused self-sufficiency with strength. I'm likely combative, competitive with men, and incapable of interdependence. Why this matters. Strong and independent has been shouted from rooftops for decades, and it's one of the most damaging lies sold to women. Here's why. Relationships are interdependent, not independent. Even in a traditional structure where the man leads and provides, he is dependent on his wife. Dependent on her, too. Manage the home. Raise the children with love and wisdom. Create peace and order in the household. Handle logistics he doesn't have time for. Be his partner in building the family legacy. A man making $1 million is only as successful as his wife allows him to be. If she's chaotic, combative, or can't manage what's in her domain, his success crumbles. That's interdependence. That's partnership. Not 50-50 splitting bills, but each person handling their role so the unit thrives. When a woman declares herself strong and independent, she's announcing that she doesn't understand this. She thinks independence is the goal, when independence in a relationship is actually dysfunction. When you'll hear this, Scenario 1, early dating. Well, I'm looking for a woman who understands partnership, someone who can trust my leadership while I trust her to handle her domain. Her. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man to lead me. I've been taking care of myself for years. Translation. I view needing you as weakness, and I'm going to resist any structure where you're in charge. Scenario 2. Discussing roles. You. If we build a family, I see myself handling provision and protection while you manage the home and the kids. Does that align with what you want? Her. I'm not going to be some 1950s housewife. I'm strong and independent. I have my own career and my own money. Translation. I view traditional roles as oppression, and I'm not interested in complimenting you. I want to compete with you. Scenario 3. During conflict, you. I made a decision about our finances that I think is best for us long term. Her. Excuse me? I'm a strong, independent woman. You don't get to just make decisions without me. We're equals. Translation. I'm going to challenge every decision you make because I view your leadership as a threat to my autonomy. What this reveals. When a woman says, I'm a strong, independent woman, she's telling you, 1. She doesn't understand interdependence. She thinks independence in a relationship is the goal, when in reality it's a red flag. If she doesn't need you for anything, she won't value you for anything. You become optional, replaceable. A woman who depends on your provision, your protection, your leadership has incentive to respect you, to build with you, to keep you happy. A woman who needs nothing from you has no skin in the game. 2. She's operating in masculine energy. What strong actually looks like in her world. Loud, she mistakes volume for strength. Combative, she disagrees with men reflexively, not thoughtfully. Competitive, she's trying to win conversations instead of have them. Keeping score, I did this, so you should do that. Disrespectful, she challenges your authority publicly and privately. This is not strength. This is defensiveness dressed up as empowerment. Real strength. In a woman looks like soft but firm. She doesn't need to yell to be heard. Cooperative. She works with you, not against you. Feminine. She complements your masculine, not competes with it. Secure. She doesn't need to prove anything. Interdependent. She understands that needing you doesn't make her weak. 3. She views your value transactionally. When she says independent, what she means is, I pay my own bills, so I don't need you. But if you're only valuable to her because you pay bills, and she can pay her own bills, Then what does she need you for? She's already told you that financial provision, one of the core ways men demonstrate value, doesn't matter to her. What's left? Sex? Companionship? Those are things she can get without commitment. You've been demoted from necessary to optional. The type of woman who says this has likely been hurt by men and built walls, views needing a man as weakness, believes femininity is outdated or oppressive, operates in masculine energy, competing, conquering, controlling, keeps score in relationships, tries to win arguments instead of resolve them, publicly, challenges or disrespects. You make 6 figures but can't keep a man for 6 months. Will undermine your leadership with your children what you do. If you're looking for a wife, disqualify immediately. You cannot build a family with a woman who's in competition mode. You cannot lead a woman who refuses to follow. You cannot create harmony with a woman who's keeping score. Strong and independent sounds like a law firm, and that's exactly what your relationship will feel like. A business transaction, not a partnership. Cold, transactional, adversarial. Ask yourself, do you want to come home to a law firm or a home? Do you want a business partner or a wife? If you're casually dating, understand that this woman will exhaust you. Every decision will be a debate. Every disagreement will be a battle. Every expectation will be met with, "But what are you doing?" She's not trying to build with you. She's trying to prove she doesn't need you. She can date herself. Let her. The woman who says the opposite. I want a man I can depend on. I'm looking for a leader, not a roommate. I believe in being a wife, not just a girlfriend with a ring. I want to build a family, and I know that requires me to trust my husband's leadership. My strength is in my softness, not my loudness. I handle what I handle so he can handle what he handles. That's partnership. These women understand that femininity is not weakness, that needing a man doesn't diminish them, that interdependence is the foundation of every successful relationship. They're not trying to prove anything. They're not competing with men. They're complementing them. They're not keeping score. They're building together. This is the woman who makes home feel like peace, not a battlefield. This is the woman who respects your leadership, manages her domain with excellence, and raises your children to honor their father. Strong and independent? No. Soft, feminine, and interdependent? Absolutely. The bottom line. Strong and independent is a warning label, not a badge of honor. It tells you she's been programmed to view partnership as oppression and leadership as control. She's going to fight you every step of the way, not because you're wrong, but because she's been taught that needing a man makes her weak. You don't have time to deprogram someone who thinks being a wife is beneath her. Keep it moving.